today is Friday, March 6th. How you doing? It's Field Trip Friday. I tried to film the field trip yesterday because I was out at Dockyard, and I figured while I was out there I think my camera's crooked. I figured I would try to film the Bermuda Museum while I was out there. And I got all the way out there and it was closed. But I had taken my sketchbook with me and I just went out and I sketched the Clock Tower Mall. So there's a little sketch and I just did a little thing about the history of the mall. It was built in 1850 as a storage warehouse for the British Navy. And there's two towers you'll see there. This one is a clock and this one is actually a tide clock. And they used to set it each day to mark when the high tide was. So this is going to be my Bermuda sketchbook. And I keep forgetting to take it with me when I go on field trips. So then yesterday I took it to go on a field trip and the field trip didn't happen, but I at least had a sketchbook. I bought two sketchbooks when I was in Canada at Christmas. So this is the one that I usually buy. It's just Moleskine sketchbook. And I've been wanting to get one that goes in a landscape form, like a sideways form. So I purchased this one, which I just opened up the other day, and I don't really like it. It's called Art Plus, so I thought it would be really good for art, and it says ideal for pencils, pastels, charcoal, fountain pens, and markers. But it's, okay, first off, this is paper, which I just think is really wimpy, because I like the hard cover of this one. And in the humidity down here, it's already starting to go wonky. The other thing I don't like is that the pages are perforated, so I'm just worried about putting a lot of work into this book and wear and tear, and eventually the pages could possibly fall out. I mean, I love Moleskine, and I'm sure it's made stronger than what I'm observing at this moment, but I don't know. I don't like the idea that the pages could come out. And this is a little pocket at the back. So this is a little bit firmer, but if I'm sketching on this side of the book, like it's wimpy. So I still prefer this kind, although I'd like to have it in this style, in the landscape, but whatever. So I finally decided to just open this up and just get working in it. So I just had to remember to bring it on field trips. So I'm going to bring it with me today, and today we're going to go out to the east end of the island. So here we go. So we're going to go out here to Smith's Parish, and that's where the aquarium was. But we're going to go to Verdmont, and it's a little historic home, and it says it's 18th century historic home filled with antiques. So there you go. So it's out around here just when you pass Devonshire Parish. So just past the burn, if you will. And then I might even take us out past the airport to Carter House, and Carter House is Bermuda's oldest dwelling in St. David's. This area is St. David's, and this area is St. George's, where we were the other week when we saw the forts and stuff. What else did we go? Oh, the unfinished church and all that is out here in St. George's. So we might go out there to Carter House and then also go see the St. David's Lighthouse. Carter House, there's a lady here on the island, her name's Ronnie, and she sells Bermuda, or not Bermuda, well, they are Bermudian, but they're banana leaf dolls. And I saw her on TV. We have like a local channel and they show, you know, things in Bermuda. And she's usually out at Carter House, so she might be there. She's usually in period dress, like costume. And she has her Bermuda leaf dolls out there. She sells at the craft market, so I've met her out there. And she's actually the great aunt of one of the kids in Kerrigan's year. And she also took us on a tour out here to Spittle Pond Nature Reserve, and she was telling us all about the leaves and trees and everything out there. So she does a lot of work on the island. So she might be out there when we go, and I'm sure she'd be fine if I videotaped her. So we'll see if she's out there. The reason I want to go out to this area is because Bryn is out wandering around out there today. She's doing the Duke of Edinburgh walk. She did a practice one back in the fall, but this is the real one for the bronze certificate or whatever this weekend. So she went to school this morning, and right now she's just been dropped off out there. They got a bus to take the kids. There's 3 different schools doing the trek this weekend. She was supposed to go with her friends, with her close friends, but they all take music and they have a big exam tomorrow. So Bryn's group and a bunch of other groups are going today and walking. They have to walk 15K with 30 pounds on their back, and then they sleep overnight at one of the little islands. So it's like island within an island. And then tomorrow they walk another 15K. And we're apparently going to get showers at some point tonight, I think, so it's not going to be good. But then the music kids have to do it tomorrow after their exam and walk all day Saturday and then sleep over somewhere and then walk on Sunday. So Bryn misses out with her close friends, unfortunately, but so that's where she's going to be. So I kind of want to do a little drive-by. I told her I would drive by on my scooter and just beep and say hi, but I can't stop because I don't want anyone, if there's teachers driving by, because there's people checking in on the kids, I just don't want anyone to see me stop or anything, and it'll look like I'm helping them, and God forbid, I just wouldn't want them to get disqualified. So I told her I would just do a drive-by, but they have to cross that causeway, and I show the causeway in my last field trip when we went out to Blue Hole Park, and they have to cross that causeway heading towards the airport, and I don't like that stretch of road because it's very narrow. There's room for cars. God help them if a bus is flying by. People are aware when they see the kids going. They know, you know, what they're doing. They know it's the Duke of Edinburgh, but it's just so narrow, and your choice is step into traffic or jump over the wall into the ocean, so it's really narrow. So I do have a photocopy of her like time sheets and stuff and her route, so I'll know where she is and when. So I kind of want to wait and know that she's across the causeway, so I'm not up all night worrying about her. I'm sure I'd get a phone call. But the roads are just so narrow and so windy, and there was actually an accident in front of our house yesterday. Tourists are back on their scooters. So it was I think it might have been 2 people, and they crashed on the turn here by our house, and they were taken away in the ambulance. So they seemed okay. I think they were just in shock and a little bit banged up and bloody, but they're alive, so they're okay. But it's just so dangerous, and we know the roads. Bermudians know the roads even better, but I just want the kids to be careful. And Bryn said they had a lot of lectures at school and a lot of meetings and stuff and talking about safety on the road. So hopefully she'll be okay. So I'm gonna go check on her. I sent Kerrigan to school with a scooter helmet today because I said I'm gonna do my field trip, go check on Bryn, and then I'll swing by school and pick her up. So I just needed her to have a helmet so I could do that. That's the only thing with my bike. I don't have a storage bucket on the back, so I always have to carry my helmet around when I do stuff like this, but that's fine. It's no big deal. And this is what I've chosen to read. It's the Game of Thrones. I know it's on TV. I could make my life simpler, but I'd like to challenge myself and read a giant series of books, apparently. I've been getting these at the barn, so they're only 50 cents. They're in perfect condition. I have the 5 of them. I believe the 6th one came out last fall or something. I don't know what it's called, but I've been buying them and they're all the same cover. I love that in a series that they're all the same cover. So I'm waiting for whoever is on the island right now reading the 6th one to bring it to the barn when they're finished, and then I can pick it up. And I love when the spine's not even cracked, so it's in really good shape. So that's what I'm reading. And I just did a video this morning about my project life. Just a little update on the pages that I went back and fixed my embellishing. On some of them, they're not totally done, but yeah, most of it is done. And one more thing about my craft channel. This is a book that I use for my bobbin lace. I know I have some bobbin lace people out there, and it's called The Technique of Bobbin Lace by Pamela Nottingham. And I ended up getting this on eBay through the UK. It's a tricky book to find. Some of them were listed as like $100 and some for the book. I mean, no. So I will do a thing on my craft channel about this, but it does do great diagrams and photos of bobbin lace. And I will take the current pattern I'm working on. I'm almost done. And when I finish it, I will upload the pattern to my Etsy shop, and then I will do a video of how to do the pattern. So if anyone out there is a bobbin lace fan and you want to watch, feel free to do that. So we are going to head out on our field trip shortly. I have my little watercolor thing, I have my markers, and I've got my book, and I'm going to put that in my bag. And we'll go see Verdmont house and check that out with the antiques. I might sketch there. Gail said to go on a nice day. It's a little hazy out, but it is a nice day. She said the view on to South Shore is beautiful. So we'll go check that out, and then we'll see if we can get out to Carter House and to the lighthouse as well. The other lighthouse I did was Gibbs Hill, which is out in this area, and that was built in 1840. One moment, please. That's the one I went up with the kids. 1846, and it has 185 steps. So I did it once. I'm not doing it again. So if you want to watch that footage, I think it was from last summer, the summer before, and the kids and I went to Gibbs Hill Lighthouse. So that's that one there. And then this one out in St. David's, so that was 1846, and this one was built in 1879. And this is built a Bermuda stone. I don't think this one is as high, so I may actually go up in that one. So I'm going to bring my map, bring my sketchbook, and bring you with me. All right, off we go. I'm just getting ready to leave. I have Peking chicken. What are you doing, Peach? I see you. You can't hide. I think she's trying to lay an egg in the plant pot. It's getting cloudy. I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna get wet, I think. Oh, clouds are moving in. All right, oh well, we get wet. I'm just gonna throw a garbage bag in my purse so I can put it over my purse so that doesn't get totally soaked. Oh, chicken, you make life interesting. All right, I'm here at Verdmont, the Bermuda National Trust, and it doesn't look open. Doesn't look like anyone's around. So, what I think I might do is just still sit down for a minute and sketch. But yeah, this is what it is. I guess I could walk around the back. I assume I'd be allowed to do that. Yeah, I don't know if this must be part of it as well. But here it is. Now Gail said to go around back and see the view, so I think I'll just park my bike and go check it out. Verdmont is closed due to staff illness. It's open on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 10 to 4, and we'll be closed today. Alright. I'm not having much luck. I forgot to tell you, the reason the museum out at Dockyard was closed is because there was damage from the hurricane. So, yeah. They said it'd be open in a couple weeks. But I take that to mean like a month to 2 months. So here's the view. That would be very pretty on a nicer day. Let's just go down to the end here. Not too bad. We'll come back another day though. Ooh, some of the trees blew down from the storm. Here's the back. Just gonna take a picture. I think I'll go out around the front and just sit on my bike and do a quick little sketch, and then we'll head out to Carter House and see if that's open. It's the time of year too. They're trying to spruce things up so that when the cruise people come back and the summer people come back, it's all ready. It's a cute little place. Alright, so we made it to Carter House. It's just in behind this tree. And this is actually where Kerrigan did her gymnastics. This used to be an old army base out here. Or Naval Air Force Base. Air Force, I think the airport's out here, duh. And that used to be like their gym and stuff. There's a movie theater further along, and there used to be a McDonald's that was only open to Bermudians on Saturdays, I think it was. There was a plane coming in the airport. She's right behind here. So I don't know if this is open or not. I'm just going to park my bike and see if I can just go over and check it out. Yeah, okay. No, it looks pretty closed up. The doors closed, no lights are on, and they'd have that open. Oh, God, I gotta do field trip Fridays, like, once spring happens. Oh well, I'm just gonna sit on this little wall here and do a sketch while I'm out here, I guess. There's an old thatched roof. there, so that's all part of it. Oh, God. I really need to start going ahead. Okay, so it says here, Carter House, one of Bermuda's oldest houses. There's a plaque over here too. There you go. It says, this olive tree, an endemic tree of Bermuda, was planted on the 17th of November 2004 by the Bermuda Public Services Union Retirees Committee in memory of their former chairperson, Sister Eloise Millett of St. David's and curator of Carter House from September 2001 until her death in August of 2003. Alright, okay, so I'm just gonna do a quick sketch. Shouldn't take too long, it's a white house, so won't be a lot to fill in. Plane just taking off. I gotta try and figure out what time it is. I have no watch and I have no idea what time it is right now. No phone, no watch. Okay, I just looked on my camera. Duh, it's 2:21. So I have time to sit and sketch for a minute. What can we see from this little section of the wall right here? It's kind of cool. Alright, so there's my little sketch of Carter House. Okay, it is about 2:30ish, so I'm gonna head back and see if I can find Miss Bryn. I never did see her. I drove all the way up to St. George's, so alright, off we go and see if I can find my kid. There they are. They're walking along. There's Bryn on the far right. They all started running towards me, but I don't want them to get in trouble and be caught with me. The cool thing is, this is one end of the island. There's the airport over there. And then there is the other end of the island, way over there. It's kind of hazy, so it's hard to tell, but that's dockyard over that way. So that's kind of cool. Thought that was kind of neat. All right, I'm gonna drive down the end, beep at them again, and then turn around and come back. And I gotta head to school and get Kerrigan. I didn't do the lighthouse today because it's just it's getting late. By the time I stopped and sketched, it wasn't really enough time. So anyway, I'm gonna head back, beep at them, and then drive away. All right. So I just stopped at the causeway just to show you, like, it's very narrow. And when I was coming over here, there was a great big truck with like a tractor on the back of it, and not a lot of space. So the kids are like way over that way. But yeah, there's this little pullover place. There should be a lot of broken glass. That should be good. Let me just get turned around here. That's Grotto Bay Resort over there. In the summer, they usually have like a big blow-up slide and stuff over there. And then over that way is Tucker's. Tucker's Hotel, Tucker's Point. Kind of pricey. But anyway, yeah, I just want to show you this causeway. And this is the only place I could pull over. And right over there where those trees are at the end, that's where the Blue Hole Park was from last week. Alright, I am off to school to get Kerrigan. That was good. Oh, I feel so much better that I now know she got across this causeway. Alright, thanks for coming with me. Okay, see ya. I just pulled over here. I just have to show you this. Look at that house. Isn't that crazy? Their YouTube channel would not be my little anything. That's massive. Great big house. Not bad. I think they're doing well. They're doing okay for themselves. Like, seriously. Oh, good for you guys.